So hello tennis guys, this is how the bubble looks inside. So we have 7:30 and I'm about to give a lesson to one of my students, and it's cold here guys, it's cold. So you can see it's like 2 degrees, just 2 degrees Celsius. Yes, it is very cold, but there is the hot air or warm air coming through. So yeah, this goes for 24 hours a day during the winter, and this pumps the air to the bubble hole, so the bubble hole can stand all the time. But when we don't play here, there is only cold air coming in, and when we play, it is programmed so that it switches always the warm air, so it's warmer here, and in about an hour I believe there will be about like 10 degrees Celsius. It's not, let's say, optimal, but when you move it works. So yeah, that's how the bubble works. So the lesson is over. And after each of the lessons on this surface we need to take out this brush, and we need to make sure it is like when you play on clay, because this is the, let's say, synthetic grass, as you can see, and there is this sand, very fine sand, so it allows you actually to slide on the court, and it's good for us in the Europe, because we can prepare for the clay season on the surface really well. And the surface also leaves marks on the court, like on the clay, so you know where the ball was, whether it was in or outside. So you can see there, for example, there is one ball from one ball mark, second mark, next mark here. So yeah, it's good that this surface also can show you where the ball landed, and you don't really need to argue with your opponent, because you can show him the mark. And you can see that we use lights. These are the modernized LED lights, the LED lights, because you know the electricity is skyrocketing the prices, so they changed the lights and they are doing a really good job. They were quite expensive, but you know, in a long term the money will be saved. So after an hour there is about 13 degrees Celsius. This is already very good. I feel really warm. Although if you say someone, hey, it's 13 degrees Celsius, great for tennis, well, I like to play in long clothes, as you can see, or in this overall. So I don't play in shorts when it is so cold here. But yeah, it's good. It's actually good during the winter. I don't need to have like 20 degrees in the hole, because then it can be very, very sweaty actually, and the air inside the bubble hole then feels very dry. So yeah, 13, 15, 16 degrees Celsius is actually absolutely okay. So for the lights we use this type of remote controller, so I will switch them off now. One, come on, sometimes it doesn't really work. Yeah, it's done. So this type of easy remote controller. Then I have the keys from the hall, so we need to close it, and when you need to go out, so you need to go through the special door. These turn arounds, so it turns around. Like this, so the air doesn't come out. So now I have to close the door. So I need to turn it like this. So it needs to really match with the spacing, and then I can close the hole. Oh, wrong key. You can see one more. Now it is locked. So here we have the locker rooms, and there is another court that is used during summer, but they always need to clean it. So they need to clean it from the dirt. So this is the locker room. It is warm here, as you can see. So yeah, there is even water. So you can leave your clothes here. During summer there are some drinks. There you just grab them and you leave the money here. And we have also showers. There are 2 showers, and with warm water, of course, and a toilet right here. Hello guys. So it's a nice small little remote, let's say, remote locker room that can be moved. So yeah, it's, let's say, basic, but for the basic needs of a basic, let's say, tennis player who just goes in and plays 1 hour or 2 hours here, and yeah, you just take a shower and you go home. So no real space to, let's say, socialize, no restaurant, but this is just yeah, one court. And this court is actually run by some company that doesn't have anything to do with tennis. It's just because they just want to have some program for the employees, that they can jump from the work that is behind here, the company, and they just can jump here and then play inside this bubble hole during winter. So yeah, it's not a tennis club. So let's go and take a look how the bubble hole holds actually. So it is covered with this plastic protective it's a protective layer. It has actually three. It is made of three layers. There is the protective layer, then there is the UV, ultraviolet layer, and then there is another layer that helps to hold the air inside the hole. And it's actually quite tough to build this bubble hole. It takes usually 1 quart 1 day. If you have like 2 quarts or 3 quart bubble hole, it takes about 2 days to build. And you always need like 15-20 people actually to build the bubble hole. And so you can see the bubble hole holds with these steel ropes, so it doesn't fly off. But a few times it happened when there was a high wind, windy conditions, that the bubble hole just fell down because it couldn't stand the wind, or when it is snowing heavily and the snow is really heavy and wet, then the bubble hole few times collapsed and the lights inside the bubble hole were broken, so they needed to change the lights. So it can also happen. It happened like few times in the last couple of years. So yeah, but it's not something that you can be afraid of, because when the hole is actually like falling down, it takes time. So it takes time, so you have time to run out of the hole, because the air is still holding, even when the engine doesn't work and is not pumping the air, the fresh air inside the hole. The bubble hole can stand for a few minutes, so you have time to leave the hole. So it's not like when a house or a building is collapsing. This is collapsing very slowly. So I hope you enjoyed my tour, the bubble hole, or the bubble hole for tennis. And these holes are really something that helps us to maintain, let's say, the quality and the quantity of the court during winter in Europe, because we don't have too many real, let's say, tennis halls, because they are expensive to run and to let's say keep the halls alive, because during summer no one is actually playing indoors. Yeah, so if you have a really classic, properly built tennis hall, it is really difficult to really maintain and to run the hall and to earn money from it, because the most popular month during the summer, these halls are empty. Actually, they are empty. Of course, when it is rainy, yeah, it's good to have a proper hall, proper indoor court. But yeah, you can't really rely on that. And one more thing, the bubble halls are great also for the reason you can cover a clay court with these bubble halls, and you can continue to play on clay during winter, and then you jump on the clay court during summer, and it is really good. So you can build this bubble hall on every court. But you need a platform for it. So outside of the court, there must be specialized let's say holes for the hooking system. So you can hook the steel construction, or you really can hook the steel rods that hold the bubble, and you can hook them into the ground, so you can't just place it anywhere you want. So the cord must be prepared for that. But we realized that in the Czech Republic and in many other countries in the Europe, that it is worth it to invest, and then it is like you can have it there like forever, the base for it, the platform, and yeah, then you just wait for the company who's building the bubble holes. There is always 1 or 2 persons who are coordinating the building process, but then the 15-20 people, these are the people from the club, like I am always helping to build the hole, and with other coaches and other players, and it's a cooperation, and we actually enjoyed it very much. So it's a tough job physically, very tough, but you can handle it for 2 days, no problem at all. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, how it works in Europe during the winter most of the times. And yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, commenting, and as always, you can support my channel by buying me a coffee, clicking the super thanks button, donating. You can donate some on my PayPal account, and you can visit my store where I sell my 4 designs, the Serena, Roger, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. So guys, thank you for watching, and as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day, and don't forget to enjoy the manooovrlbity. Bye guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!